Well, a lot of people are using new injectable weight loss drugs, but they are losing something else along with their weight. They are losing their hair.
Yeah, that's unintended consequence for sure. Doctors are reporting people are shedding significant amounts of hair in conjunction with using Ozempic, Wegovy, and Mounjaro. I hope I got that right. I'm going to ask our expert here in just a second if I did. It's not necessarily a side effect from the drug itself. Senior health correspondent Monica Robbins joins us to explain. Is it Mounjaro?
Mounjaro.
Okay.
Yeah.
If it's not a side effect of the drug, why are people using it losing their hair?
Yeah, that's the big question, right? So a lot of people are using these new injectable weight loss, and I talked to a Cleveland Clinic dermatologist who told me that she is seeing a big rise in patients losing significant amounts of hair. And the one thing they all have in common is they've lost weight quickly from those injectable diabetes drugs that are really hot right now. She says it's not necessarily a side effect of the actual drug, but fallout from the rapid weight loss. Hair loss typically starts about 3 months after starting the medications, which is usually the same time people have lost a significant amount of weight. She's seeing about 15 to 20 patients a week with this issue.
Oh.
So it's massive amounts of shedding, some of them even up to 50% of their hair. They see their hair in the shower, on their clothes, on their bed sheets. There's just hair everywhere. Some are milder than others, but up to 50% of their total hair can be shed.
Now, they think there are several reasons for the hair loss, including calorie restriction, limiting nutrients. In women, when they lose fat, their hormone levels shift. And there is a theory that the stress hormone cortisol also plays a role because weight loss, when it's fast, causes stress on the body. And coming up at 5:30 and 6, I'll explain how to prevent it, and if it happens, is it possible to get it back? That's the big question.
You know, I'm not sure which of the drugs Charles Barkley is using, but he notoriously played a little heavier. His nickname was the round mound of rebound. After his playing days, he gained a significant amount of weight. He has recently been using one of these drugs, and he's lost 45 pounds in a very short period of time. And he was on an interview earlier this week, and the interviewer asked him, do you know what this drug is doing to your body? And Charles joked, as he often does, and says, no, I don't, and I don't care.
Oh.
Because he's basically losing weight. But we've talked about these drugs. There's a certain level of education that those that use them need to undergo, because it doesn't come without a cost.
No, and you know, we've done stories on people who have had serious side effects with these drugs. You know, when it comes to hair loss, though, I mean, Barkley doesn't have anything to worry about.
He's already bald.
He's already bald. But yeah, I think a lot of people aren't expecting this. And again, it is very fast weight loss. So if you're losing a pound a week, or 2 pounds a week or whatever, you're not necessarily going to deal with this kind of issue. It's the people who are losing 10, 15 pounds a month that are, more likely going to have an issue.
Incredible to even think about there. All right, other news happening today. The RSV vaccine, there was an FDA approval for that. What can you tell us?
Yeah, this is Pfizer's vaccine meant to prevent respiratory syncytial virus, or RSV, in older adults. While we normally think of it happening in infants, it's also a virus that kills and hospitalizes thousands of seniors annually. Now, according to Pfizer, a single dose was nearly 86% effective at preventing illness in those over age 60. The company expects to have supplies ready by fall, which is right around RSV season when it starts. However, it's not a done deal. We still need to wait for the CDC to sign off. Their independent advisors will meet June 21st to discuss recommendations on the use of the vaccine. So now, we're all experts with this thanks to COVID. We know how it works. So the FDA approves it. The CDC has to then come in and sign off.
Could be a while. I have a quick personal question. My mother has had terrible respiratory illnesses post-COVID. She did have COVID. Would she be someone that I would want to have her ask her doctor about this? Because I don't know that it was RSV, but it was terrible upper respiratory, and she's had it twice, and the most recent time, she was very ill.
Yeah, you know, absolutely. This is always something you should talk to your doctor about. And in the next couple of months, we'll have a much better indication on who is going to be able to receive it and when. But yeah, for that, you know, flu shot, pneumococcal, we know. The RSV one is new, so that's something she definitely should talk to her doctor about.
Thank you very much.
To talk to doctors about. A lot going on.
Yes.
All right. We're so glad to have you to guide us through. Thanks so much, Mom.